Hello homesteaders, it has been a minute since we put out a video. I want to welcome you back. If you're new to the channel, I'd like to ask you to subscribe and like the video. And if you're not new to the channel, stick around to the end because you know I have an important tip for you for gardening tomatoes. So let's get started. Garden season is upon us. It is mid-April here in beautiful East Texas. If you've got your garden planned out, mapped out, you got your seeds planted, they've popped, they've come up, you've got them hardened off, you're transplanting in the garden, or maybe you planted directly in the garden, hey, you're ahead of the game. Hey, but if you didn't, it's still not too late to get started now. You can plant those seeds right now and still have a great deal of success. So it's not too late. If you're watching this video now, pick you some seeds, figure out what you want to plant, what you and your family like to eat, and get it in our ground. Get it in Mother Nature's ground. So we're going to talk tomatoes today, and I'm going to mention two videos that I've done in the past. One was all about beefsteak tomatoes, and towards the end of the video I'll put the clip, I'll put an attachment for that video to where you can watch it. And then I had another one, I forget what the title of it was, but it was about tomato suckers, okay? And there seems to be a mixture of feelings on prune, don't prune, wait, prune them later, prune them early, leave them alone. Hey, I'm going to tell you why I do what I do, okay? So the first thing we're going to dive into is we're going to talk about the difference between determinate and indeterminate tomatoes. Determinate tomatoes or a tomato that is biologically produced to get to a certain size, ripen at a certain time, and have a certain yield, okay? Per pounds, ounces, size, numbers. And the reason that they have determinate tomatoes, number one reason, is so the farmers can run their equipment through their gardens, through their pastures, over hundreds of acres, and they can pick those fruits and those vegetables at the same time versus having to do what we do at home, which is I go to my garden daily and get what's ready. All right? So those are determinate. They're going to be a smaller, a sturdier, a bush variety type tomato. There's something, again, it's predetermined, the yield that they're going to produce. Therefore, I would not prune suckers off of a determinate tomato vine. By doing that, you're taking away from what that variety is going to or supposed to produce for you. Okay? So I like indeterminate variety tomatoes. So that's why I had a video all about pruning the suckers. And I'll explain that. A lot of people are even against that. With indeterminate tomatoes, you're going to have a longer growth season, a longer production season, and the tomatoes that you get off of that, the yield, the numbers, the size of the tomato, is going to be determined on what you do. It's not predetermined. So we're talking about your expertise, your knowledge, your fertilization, your treatment of that plant, your pruning of that plant, watering of that plant. So you control those factors. So the reason on an indeterminate, let's just take beefsteak variety, which I love, I plant every year. Let's take that and go, okay, why would we prune suckers off if we want to get more tomatoes? Well, I take the suckers off, and not all of them, but in the beginning stages of the plant's growth, I take the suckers off for two reasons. Number one, I want to maintain one very big, strong main vine, okay? Each sucker is going to become a main vine. So I do it to control the size of the plant. I do it to control the airflow through the plant to make sure that I don't get molds, fungus in there due to humidity or over dampness, okay? I want to make sure my pollinators can get in and out of the flowers. And I want to control the size of my fruits. There is nothing better than one slice of a beefsteak tomato covering your whole sandwich. I said sandwich, East Texas. So that's what I'm looking for. Now, that plant's going to produce a lot of tomatoes because it's indeterminate. It has a longer growth season. But I can do what? I can control the size. Yeah, I can have a beefsteak tomato with, 195 tomatoes on them, on each plant, and all of them are about the size of a large cherry tomato. Why don't I just grow cherry tomatoes? That's not what I'm trying to do here. So if you want to leave the suckers on, you can almost guarantee that you're going to have golf ball to at the largest hardball size fruits on that indeterminate beefsteak tomato. But if you prune some of the suckers off, you're going to give those tomatoes an opportunity to get full water, sun, fertilization, and get bigger and have a larger fruit to pick when it's time to harvest. Okay? I like fried green tomatoes. I like them big. I like a big slice. I like to put them, like I said, on my sandwich, my hamburger. I like to just eat tomatoes, but I like the big slice, okay? Not big on cherry tomatoes. So that's why we do what we do with beefsteak or indeterminate tomatoes. That's why I pull the suckers. So it shouldn't be so controversial now. Not saying it was a big deal, but some people are dead set on you should never touch the suckers. Well, you need to know what type of tomato you're growing, okay? The importance of healing your tomatoes. I cannot stress this enough. That's the big tip for today. This actually starts for me within the first week after the seed pops. And I'm going to show you what I mean by it starting that way. I recently watched a video about how people were doing a cup and a cup with holes, and their roots were growing down into the second cup it contained water. That's fine, but when you pull that plant out, you're going to break a lot of those roots if your holes are not big enough, okay? But yeah, more roots are a good thing. I want the roots coming up higher onto the plant. So I'm going to show you what I would do with this beefsteak tomato here. So I'm taking the first two leaves off because we don't need those anymore, okay? And I'm adding two to 3 teaspoons of soil. We started down here. Now my soil level is here. This is the second time I've added soil. As you add soil and water, your roots are going to then come from higher up on the stem. That cements your plant a little better than having roots just at the bottom, okay? The roots at the top that are coming from the bottom all the way to the top of the soil, higher up on your plant, is what's gonna give you that big main vine and a sturdy plant. So I start my healing process right here. But it doesn't stop. When I plant these in my garden, I will plant them and heal them again. Now, when I say heal, I mean H-I-L-L, heal. So we're gonna move dirt around the main stem a couple inches up on it once again. That is gonna give your tomato a terrific start and copious amounts of roots to feed those delicious tomatoes. Speaking of delicious, so what I'm planting this year, as far as my big tomatoes go, is beefsteak and delicious tomatoes. Why, you ask? It's obvious. It's because they're delicious. That's why. So, and I put this in another one of my videos, the delicious variety of tomato actually held the world record for size. I don't remember how many pounds. I want to say 8, 9 pounds for years and years and years. I don't know if it still holds that record or not. I have to look and see. I want to know some of your favorites. Put below some of your favorite varieties. Maybe I'll try those this year if I still have time, but next year for sure. Tell me why you like those varieties. Is it the taste? Is it the size? Is it the ease of growth? Is it your area that you live in? Again, y'all should, I'm from East Texas. Tell me where you're from. Let me know your grow zone. If you got any tips, pointers, things that could help me in my garden, I try to learn something new every day. So, I'm gonna put some links to those videos at the end of this video, which is coming up. I never stay on too long. I don't want to bore you. Until next time, God bless you. Have a wonderful day.